It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got our first, after nearly 6 years reviewing beer on YouTube, we got our first Samuel Smith's beer on the show. It's their Nut Brown Ale. Beer's coming in at 5% ABV. Traditional brewer from Yorkshire. They use stone squares to brew their beer. So we got a gold foil neck. Lots of smoke on the opening. What am I expecting from this beer? Well, do you know, I fancy something traditional tonight. I really do. And that looks very traditional, very lovely looking beer. A lovely golden amber coloured ale. That looks fantastic in the glass. Fair play to it. Loads of lovely carbonation rolling up the side. It's a cherry red colour, deep mahogany style cherry red colour going on. It's a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Let's get the aroma. It smells really good. It smells what I wanted before the review was starting. It's just something nice, simple and traditional. A little bit of chocolate. Lots of traditional fruit, British hop fruit flavours coming through. And it's time to dive in. Cheers. Oh. And it's not too dissimilar to Old Speckled Hen. It's got that kind of traditional British beer feel to it. I like it. I like it. And I can really understand why the Americans, this brewery, Samuel Smith's, sells so many different beers in America. Well, their biggest market is the USA. And I can see why. It's so drinkable, it's so traditional, traditionally British, if you like. That it's something very different from what they normally get in their beer. It's something quite very varied in the style for the Americans. So what are we getting? Nut. It's very nutty beer. It's definitely a brown ale. It's definitely a nut brown ale. There's a little bit of chocolate. There's a little bit of like a tanning flavour going on. Lovely and malty, lovely and round, lovely and it's autumn, the nights are drawing in and it's got that lovely warming bitter feel to it. Nice and bitter on the finish, a little bit of caramel in there. I'm a fan. I am a fan. I'm not sure if their beers are bottle conditioned, but another thing I like about this brewery, they're 550 bottles, so they're proper pint bottles. They, you know, you normally get your 440s or your 500s. This is 550. Pardon me. Brewed at the old brewery Tadcaster from 1758. I won't read too much of the label. I'll go straight into the final thoughts and the rating on this beer. So, lovely look to the beer when it's poured. Great aroma. Traditional aroma. Taste. It's a typical traditional British beer. It's a nut brown ale. Does remind me a little bit of Speckled Hen, Old Speckled Hen from Green King. especially in the bottle. Bottle versions of Old Speckled Hen, very similar beer. I think this has got this added nuttiness that's going on in the beer. It's more of a darker mild, if you like, but still a very good beer. I like it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Cheers.